Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, today we'll be looking a little bit at continuing the oil setup here that we were starting last time. We want to future-proof this a little bit, build a setup with modules in mind, and beacons for that matter. Probably want a couple of outputs on trains that we can, eventually send to the rest of our base. We're very slowly in the process of making sure that we can do future things with trains and that we can slowly convert this to be a train-only base, or at least train mainly. Not sure we'll ever reach only, but yeah, that's gonna be the goal. So we have a fairly big area here. We are going to do this here. And also this. We can do 2 here. That's pretty fine. So I'm just gonna put this all the way up here. And we'll do some additional clearing of stuff. Maybe up to this point. It's not gonna take that long for this to get built. And we are getting some spicy attacks here again. This area here not feeling very good, but if only that was news. If only that was news. We'll have a lot of wood here to, frankly, feed our steel production with. Well, these attacks, they are genuinely getting through the first layer of the wall. I don't see it getting actually through or destroying a larger chunk of the wall anytime soon. But we're gonna have the next level of snapper kinda soon. Can I see where we have... We have refineries here, which means we have a good idea on how many refineries we can make in a fairly short kind of time. This is 8, 10, 20. Let's probably stick with 20. Let's see how much oil we can process with 20. So we'll be looking at doing advanced oil processing here all the way through. Let's take this. I don't know if this is gonna reach all the way now. No, there's gonna be one more. There we go. Okay, so let's start with putting some power out here. It's gonna be kind of reasonable. Oh, whoop. Let's stay here, yeah? We'll replace that. That's fine. We don't really need this. We don't really need that. It's fine. Without any modules whatsoever. This bad boy is only getting 200 water. It's not that bad. I was slightly worried that we'd have to deal with piping several pipes of water in here at the same time. But that looks absolutely fine. Do a little bit of an offshore pump here. That's gonna be constructed eventually. And we're gonna need a little bit of power for that bad boy. Now, we're also going to have a lot more oil cracking. The amount we had here for light oil cracking to petroleum gas, for example, is not enough. And the way I built that, it's not exactly expandable. Unfortunately, these tanks here are not good size for this. What about big? No, they're 3. Man, that's kinda annoying me. And what we'll do? We'll do 2. We'll do this. Okay. And we'll put them as close as we can there. Do that. Put this in here. For petroleum. And just because of reasons. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? We'll put that there. Oh no, that's actually not needed. Because this is gonna have coverage from this. Noise. The question is... And the answer is... Beacons would have to be on the other side with this. Which kinda annoys me. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. I'll be honest. So we'll just copy paste this bad boy all the way down. There we go. Then that would be there. That's actually not gonna work, because this lines up perfectly with that. Oh. Okay. I'll be semi-satisfied with that. And we'll find out how much stuff we have here. Kinda easy peasy. Now we need a little bit of... This is gonna be a light oil cracking to petroleum. We can start here maybe. That's 7. That's 10. We'll do that. That's also 10. I don't know why I started my jetpack. But heavy oil will be here. So this is heavy oil to light oil. And you guys are struggling down there again. We'll take this over here. This will be light oil to petroleum. We'll put the water in here. We'll do that, because it looks a little bit better. Since we need something there anyway. This here will be light oil going out. Which kind of needs to go here, you know? Well, technically, no, not really. And then this is petroleum. which kinda needs to go in here. Yeah. Okay, I'm semi-satisfied with that. Okay, let's go down here. We need to leave room for this, right? So otherwise, we won't be able to have any modules down here. That's fine. We're gonna want to do this, I think. This is one train limit. This would be the same stop with another train limit. Exactly the same, right? We are kind of struggling with normal pipe for some reason. Normal pipe is here. Normal pipe wants more iron. We don't have more iron. We will do this. And we will take a looky here. We'll send this. This is gonna be way too much belt. I'll start with that, I think. We are gonna be lacking that belt for sure. Okay. Let's fill that up. And let's take some modules. You know I have some here. So I think it's 3 at a time, you know? Which is unfortunate. So that's gonna be a little bit off here because of reasons. Wait. We do this instead. Can we get this to work? This one is the last one. Three. Oh no, I put that in the wrong spot. I was like, why is this working? Should not be working. So these two in the middle here kind of need their own thing. We'll do that. Pair that up. There. Yeah, I don't think that matters too much. Whatever we do, it's gonna be slightly off. Okay. So first of all, no, we don't have enough of those. Do we have enough of these? Kinda. We're sending this. Okay, we'll take that out for now. You are unable to empty that out right now. You are consuming like 50k per minute, which is good, but it's not massive. It's gonna be a massive build though. You are still doing that. Probably one or two of these bases are now gonna be easily killed. Where is the train? You are going over here. Okay. Let's see. We have increased artillery range now, so let's see what we'll kill here. A little bit of this and this. Maybe one or two of this. Not bad. Not bad. Very good, very good. Okay. So we do now have all of those modules coming. That was a bot that it hit me in the face for some reason. Should get night vision equipment. Maybe instead of doing this here, but we'll add some lights here to make this a little bit more cozy. Okay. So I was thinking, this is petroleum, which does come out here. We can probably just set this here. We're not going to have any heavy oil incoming. This is the light oil that's going to be going in here. We can't do that. Okay. We'll move that one tile over. That's kind of neat-ish. Not a huge fan of that, but it's fine. Because we want to know easily when we are going to crack either of these things. This is only for cracking. So I'm gonna steal this for light oil. We can hold 400k light oil. If we are above 150k, we probably want to do cracking, right? Then we can send this in here to crack. Maybe not 150k. Maybe 300k actually. So we'll have a stockpile of light oil here. We'll do productivity modules over here as well. That's gonna be 4. That's gonna be 4. That's gonna be terrible. So... no, it's these, right? No, it's these. So I think we do this, actually. We'll send that. From there. And then we'll do this. 2 more. Will be covered by that. That's going to be covered with that. This can go in there. This here will be heavy oil more than 300k. don't think we sent anything really. And then petroleum will go back in there. Now, we probably want to make sure we get a little bit of water in here to all these nice things. We'll do that. We'll do this, that, that. We'll cover all of this. And I mean, this is very easily expandable in either direction. Right now, you can consume 20k light oil in it, which is not exactly enough, I'll be honest. So we can store 100k more in here. I don't think we need to build up more of a bank. Realistically. We'll probably be fine with this, I think. Oh, wait. This is light oil that needs to go in there. That's fine. Okay. Heavy oil, probably not gonna have a lot of issues with that. What are you waiting for? We're actually out of vulcanite. Which I find interesting. Ogun, you are struggling. Not really. You are sending as much as you can. But that's about it. Now the question is, do we want to be able to take oil products out of this area? Probably not. Probably yes. Okay, probably actually yes. Hmm. That's interesting. Okay, we probably want to do that. Maybe here. Maybe here. you do that side thing there. Maybe not like that. And how much would we like to get out of here? It's also a good question. Well, I think unfortunately that this is probably what we'll end up with, yeah. I think that's going to be what we end up with. Because what I want to do is actually, I think we can maybe do this. Oh, we could actually do that as well. Interesting. We could do either of these. I think this is what we'll do. Like so. Something like that, maybe. Take this, put that there. This will be providing, let's say, heavy oil here, for example. Take that to go there. Take this to go here, maybe. This is at the absolute end, though. Okay. Put that there. Put this here. Put that there. ideally, kinda want this here, you know? Probably like so. This would be petroleum. And then this would be light oil, right? So light, heavy, and petroleum. And then we can put a thing there. Thing there. Probably do this everywhere. Get a chain signal to go in. That's, well, okay, that's fine, probably. Do that. Okay. So let's see, you can go to... Wait, did that just become light oil? Like this, but with light oil. Thanks. So you can go there. You can go to heavy oil. They will all be in range to get some fuel. Don't need that. That's fine. Not a giga fan of this design here, but it's fine. It is fine. We need to wait a little bit for this to do the thing. We are out of that for some reason. We are not. We are not. Okay, that is arriving now. No, we kind of want to take the actual fuel. So you can go to petroleum. Okay. We kind of need to get this rolling here, yeah. Hopefully that's gonna be within range. This here will be heavy oil. We'll do that. We'll get petroleum out. Like so. We'll take that. We'll get light oil kinda out. Kinda out. We'll take this here. We'll take that and make that into an underground. Yeah. Well, the small artillery range we got is not gonna help that much. It's gonna help a little bit, but we need this. We need this part. That actually needs a power source of its own. But yeah, we can now have just a little bit of oil products going to other spots in the base with smaller trains. I don't feel like it's super worth it to have these mega long trains for the end products of oil, because I don't think they'll be used that much. Now, I might regret this way later, but I kind of hope that I'm not. But I feel like we're kind of done with stage 1 of the new oil processing. Next part is going to be making sure we have sulfur, big thing. Sulfuric acid, big thing. What else? Plastic, big thing. We need plastic processing. We need sulfur. And sulfuric acid. I feel like lubricant is one of those things we might as well make. We might as well train in heavy oil to make that. I'll be honest. I think we have something here to make heavy oil. Gonna replace these. Do we have one for light oil as well? Or is it just heavy oil that we put in barrels? I was sure we had a petroleum. We do have a petroleum. It's just over here. That's fine. But no light oil. So we'll upgrade these. And we're gonna put them over here instead. So we're gonna move that out of the current oil processing. So I don't feel like it's at home here at all. Take this. This is heavy oil. Do we put this here? Immediately on the thing? We could. Or we could just accept that. We'll do that. With this. Then we'll take petroleum as well. We're gonna flip that over. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna put that immediately in there. We'll put some light oil here. Fill barrels with light oil. Let's do this, but light oil, light oil, trash unrequested. It was 400, right? Yes. We should really trash unrequested on these as well. So light oil, light oil, light oil. Boom. Boom. We'll just have that there instead. Not super useful, kind of flexible. I like it. Way cleaner than before. We have so much more room. This doesn't really need anything. And eventually we'll also get these prod modules in here. We'll upgrade these with better speed modules once we have more of those. But we're lacking immersite as of right now. Anyway, I think this is gonna conclude the first part of this. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a incredibly nice day.